I often get asked why I do these crazy, twisting and rotational movements prior to my actual training for the day, whether that be squat, deadlift, bench press, overhead press, whatever it may be. And I do these, really, the exercise depends on what I'm training that day, but here's kind of why. So when training heavy in the sagittal plane, like squats, deadlifts, presses, up and down, back and forth, it's just pretty much raw power, and it's kind of an incomplete motion because life doesn't just happen in one plane. And under heavy load, you got to brace your core and do more than just stabilize your core. Your core has to resist the forces to twist or to kind of shift or shearing pressures, and that's where these anti-rotational / rotational movements come in. I like to do suitcase carries, farmer's carries, sandbag carries, as well as all these halos and high pulls and things of that nature, all these kettlebell movements you see me doing. And it helps my body to train it to resist the torque. And it builds a different kind of integrity that kind of keeps your spine safe. It can keep you neutral better. Your lifts are cleaner. The power output is much more controlled. And in my opinion, without doing these kind of pre-exercise or priming movements, whatever you want to call them, you're stacking heavy weight on a shaky foundation. And though my form is not perfect by any means, and these exercises may seem a little weird, but for me, they've helped my spine immensely. When you master the control of rotation, you move from just lifting to, bulletproofing your body, building an armor, if you will, and becoming unbreakable in these motions. Strength isn't just how much weight you can move. It's about resisting the rotation. It's how well you move. It's how well you can perform the exercise. These all go into what makes you strong. And honestly, I want to continue doing all these exercises for the rest of my life. So I work on mobility. I work on anti-rotation, rotation, heavy lifting. I program phases of hypertrophy and phases of endurance. My training is ever evolving, and you shouldn't stick in one mode of one mode of exercise too long. Break it up if you want to. Every 6 weeks is about a good time to do that. But this is how I like to train. I like to make sure my body is ready to do maximal lifting, and in fact, I do this even in hypertrophy phase. I like to keep the ability to move well. So, thanks for watching this far if you've made it this far. Continue to watch the rest of the video if you're interested. If not, that's also fine. Drop me a like, maybe subscribe if you want. I'm just here to try to help. So, thanks.